Welcome to Nerdtime Chronicles.
Hey everybody, before we get started, this is Jeff Holbrook, one of the players on Nerdtime Chronicles. I just want to thank you for listening, and I also want to give you a little context. First, I just want to give a shout out to our amazing DM, Aaron Gottlieb. He created this campaign just as something fun to do. We started playing this not as a show. It was originally just a game over a Skype call or a Google Hangout or an internet voice protocol where we were hanging out and we were playing a game, and I happened to record the first one just because, I don't know, I'm a weirdo. Everybody knew about it. I'm not that kind of weirdo. Anyway, as we were playing the first one, it was so fun, and the recording was so charming to me that we all agreed to record another one and to think of it as a game and a podcast, but a game first. So what you hear in the first couple of episodes is just that recorded Google Hangout. We're not all sending individual recorded tracks or anything. We do that later. Around episode 3, we do start recording our tracks individually, and you can hear a big difference in the audio quality. So if that's a bugaboo for you, just stick around because the audio quality does improve very quickly. Episode 1 and 2, we're just playing, we're just recording a Google Meet. By episode 3, everyone's got their own mic and their own track, and we are recording some pretty great stuff. Regardless, episode 1, episode 2, episode 3 all have amazingly fun character stuff, so it's not like I could cut them or we couldn't use them or whatever. Everything in here lays the groundwork for some really fun stuff. And we've recorded about 30-something, 35, maybe almost 40 episodes so far, so we're really invested in it, and we think you'll really enjoy it, and we think you'll enjoy the journey that these characters go on. I just wanted to give you a little bit of preface. All right, enough preamble. Let's get to this Constitution. Here we go. This is the Nerdtime Chronicles presented by Assembler FM.
All right. Ready?
I don't see Sarah.
Ready? Oh, I see you and I hear you finally.
Well, let me reconnect one more time.
But I can see you and hear you.
But I want to see.
Can you hear me? That's what's really important.
Can you hear me?
Just leave it. You know what I look like. All right, let's go. Let's do this.
Bum, 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 bum. Welcome to Sinovia. This is a land of myth and legend. Gods and monsters, heroes, villains, cataclysmic events, adventure for everyone. You read this postcard one last time and remind yourself how lucky you are to have landed this job at Threeman Industries, developing the biggest hit MMORPG currently sweeping the country. You are all normal, average humans that live in Atlanta, and you are scheduled for your first day of work at a video game development company, and you're just about out of time to get there when you're supposed to be. So, on the fly, for right now, take a simplified human version of the character you've been envisioning. And how do you get to work across Atlanta into Midtown, into the Gulch? They bought the A2 location.
My character might be pretentious enough to take the trains, even though they're not as effectual as they are in other cities. Assuming I'm going somewhere the train actually stops, or somewhere that I can walk enough that it's a little bit of a... I can still say I did it.
Okay. All right, so Jeff, you're gonna try and take Marta.
How successful am I?
Well, you're gonna roll for it in a second.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Sarah, did you have an idea how Ibis would get to work?
Legit, because he hates walking, and Uber drivers are a pain in the ass. So he was going to take the train, and he usually gets a car to himself because of his aroma. So
Okay. Hadron, Rosemary, how are you getting to work?
I think Rosemary has an SUV and she's driving.
Okay.
The tank
Great.
of cars.
Hadron?
Marta.
Marta. Okay, cool. So we've got 3 on Marta and 1 on taking her SUV. So Hannah, let's start with you because you're on your own for this role. Why don't you give me, let's see, you're going on 285, so let's say survival?
that's legit.
That's legit.
Ooh. All right.
Like
Get him out of the way early.
car.
So get a 4 with your modifier, so we'll take that. Hey, Sadie.
I died in a fiery accident.
So you avoid an accident, but you are stuck behind one. So you're probably going to arrive late. Okay. Everybody on Marta, let's roll a Constitution savings throw. Just can you endure the heat and the crowd and the pandemic and all that fun stuff? Alanir?
I rolled a...
All right. Despite the one stinky fellow towards the front end of your car that you guys, I assume, have moved to the back end of the car from, otherwise you have managed to get there pretty successfully. So you guys are going to arrive just plenty of time, and then we're going to have Rosemary trailing behind in her SUV. But I'm going to move us all to the new map over here. So you're now in the lobby of Threeman Industries. Well, 3 of you are. Rosemary is still trying to get past the accident she almost caused out on the highway. You have had the sort of awkward experience of walking from the MARTA station to your new job with these same people that were on the MARTA car. Ibis, Alanir, and Hadron have arrived at the lobby of the Threeman Industries building where they make the Synovia game. The simplified human version of yourself described to your teammates. What do they see?
I'd say you see someone who dresses... like hipster's not the right word, but like trying to be cool, not wearing a suit, trying to we have the job, right? Like we all have the job. It's our first day.
Yeah, this is your first day.
Okay, so like uncomfortable kind of business casual with some sort of, like it doesn't normally like tuck in a shirt per se, and some sort of like ring or something on his hand that he thinks has a cool story.
Okay.
And maybe like, I'm going to steal something from childhood Jeff. And he totally still wears under his shirt this necklace that he got from like Spencer's or something that has a sword on it. But it's cool because it's got like a rose with thorns growing around it, and the tip of the sword broke off because it was cheap and made in China. But he thinks it makes it cooler, or he did. For some reason, he's just
because he is the
never thrown it away. Yeah, man, it's deep. Anyway, I mean, he's not a surfer bro. The point is, he imbues meaning where maybe there isn't.
I love it. All right, great.
Ibis, you would see like a dude kind of like, and I don't want to say like, they're not like cargo pants, but like they're like, like the genie pants. They're like genie pants, but they've got some pockets because he needs a lot of, he he wears a lot of light linen kind of stuff. He's always kind of clammy, just in general. And so he's wearing some big like harem kind of pants with pockets. And they're not like tacky harem pants. They're like, you know, like a grayish linen. They have like a little like embroidered design down the sides, like the sides of the hem, right? It's not like, you know, and to match, he's got like a green kind of like tunic hoodie that again has like some simple designs. We're not talking like thick fleecy hoodie, right? Just kind of like a lighter hoodie kind of deal. Like the hood has kind of the same emblem, but where the pants are like a grayish linen. This hoodie is like a dark green, and there's like a silver kind of, like, it's like a gray. It's not like shiny silver, like a gray emblem. And then on his gray pants, the embroidery is green to match his hoodie, because he likes to put an outfit together. And then he's wearing some comfortable boots because he needs some ankle support. They're like a nice kind of patinaed leather kind of deal, but real comfortable, breezy things that can flow and let air pass through with ease.
Sounds good. I like it. Hadron?
Mid-30s guy, close-shaven military style haircut. He's not scowling all the time, but he scowls a decent amount when he's not looking at people, just if he's looking at off in the middle distance or at objects. Caucasian, dark brown hair. He's dressed for the job. It's business casual, but it's definitely leaning harder on business than casual.
I think Alan here is a blonde because I want to have more fun.
Sounds good.
Well, I just didn't think to declare a hair color until Scott said a hair color. I was like,
that's true. I would say that Ibis has like that fade on the sides, and it's got like a little on top that like has the fade, and like has like it's like slicked back a little. It's not a lot, and it's wet. And it's not wet from product. It's just wet from sweat.
I love all of my wonderful, awful babies in this room right now.
And just the stubble of a beard, because he can't grow anything to it because it's just he'd wring it out. So he's got like some stubble to make his very round face look a little thinner than it actually is.
So it's fantastic. So you guys are in the lobby. It is very startup.
Ready to move the story forward.
Well, we can describe.
No. This is good.
2 hours. But you're in the lobby. It is tile and glass. There is the reception desk with a not terribly welcoming young woman sitting at the main terminal. There's a little seating area off to one side. There is a closed wooden door to the front. And to the left is the Synovia Museum. It seems to be like fake displays of the stuff from the game, like 3D printed or character models and things like that.
And is this a BlackBerry situation? Like the company is named after the game, or is the game named something different? I forgot.
The game is Synovia.
Okay, the company is...
The company is Threeman Industries.
Threeman, that's right. Okay, as in 3 people.
To the best of your knowledge.
Carry on.
So, what are you doing? And the Synovia Museum has a glass, it's a glass partition into the next area with doors to that side as well. And the receptionist sort of acknowledges you as you enter, but doesn't offer any direction on what you are expected to do next. What would you like to do next?
I guess Ibis will walk up to the reception lady. He's used to people not like looking up or acknowledging or just being so shocked to see him. But it's like, I haven't found the voice yet, but it's basically like, Ibis Crone, where do I check in?
Cool, brah.
Trish will be with you in a few minutes. Just hang out and we'll get you checked in a second.
Hey, I'm here to check in too. Hey, what floor? I assume it's a pretty high one, right? Pretty high up. Good to see the sights.
We're on the first floor.
Right, we're on the first floor now, but I just
in.
kind of figure out where should I check in.
Ibis starts walking away from this fuckwad.
So what I need you to do is you're going to go through the double doors once they're unlocked, take the elevator all the way up, find the nearest balcony, and just keep walking in that direction, and we'll get you checked in.
All right, got it. Go up, find the balcony, keep. Yeah, that's funny. Do I go in the elevator though?
Yo, she just said, "Wait here, and Trish will be with us."
I was on my phone. Sorry, just trying to, we rolled out an update, so I'm just trying to,
Hey,
stay
I don't care.
date.
Shh. No one cares. Just wait the fuck here.
Language.
And then Ibis just walks into the corner, sticks his hands in his hoodie, and pulls out a snack and starts eating.
I don't know
It's
where to
broccoli.
put my hands. I have no idea where to put my hands. I try to put them in my pocket and I miss.
Ibis is eating some broccoli and hummus.
The doors to the rest of the office open, and Trish walks out into the lobby, and she looks around and she sort of counts heads quickly and then says, "Okay. Hi, I'm Trish from HR, and I'm going to help you get oriented into your exciting new lives at Synovia and Threeman Industries. So we've got a new crew coming in today, lots of new faces. So I'm just going to go down my checklist and make sure I've got everybody. I have Alan here.
Hey!
Great. Fantastic. Hadron?
Present.
Nice to see you, Hadron. Thank you for being here.
Badass name, dude.
Ibis Crone?
Here.
Oh, thank you for joining us this morning. All right, fantastic. And Rosemary. And just at that moment, Rosemary, you are able to enter. So if you would like to describe your entrance and your appearance to the team, now's your chance.
Sure. I'm 5'1" and wearing a pink silk blouse and pinstripe slacks and little loafers with little pumps. I was very put together, but I'm kind of sweaty because I was sitting in traffic, and my face is really red because I was running from the parking deck. And I'm a brunette. Hadn't thought that far. Didn't seem important.
And as you enter, you just sort of hear Rosemary.
That's me.
Ah, Rosemary. Well, we'll count this as just on time for today, but let's try and be just a little bit more punctual in the future. Hi, I'm Trish from HR.
I got here as soon as I could.
I understand. All right. So if you'll come with me, I will show you through the office. And so she proceeds up through the doors into the main office room. What do?
I follow her.
Great.
She's going up where she just exited through those double doors up there, I'm guessing.
Yep. The big wooden doors to the north, the top of the screen.
Okay. Well, thank God. I thought we'd be working in there. And he nods over towards the
tourist trap.
Yeah, the tourist trap area.
Over where? Oh, dude, I didn't even see that. That's awesome. I push my nose against the glass.
Nods at, oh God. Ibis nods at Hadron and goes, yeah. And starts to saunter towards the double doors.
It's a goddamn playground.
So I've got Ibis and Rosemary going through the doors.
Yeah, I'm sauntering. I'm not walking super fast because I'm hoping, H-Bomb over here is going to fucking walk with me. But fuck it. If he's not, I guess I'll get there and see what happens.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm heading that way too.
I hang back, because my nose is stuck on the door, and then also because I feel the need to size everybody up a little bit. Maybe, understand the butt situation. And I just want to hang back for a little bit and just kind of I'm following everybody up the stairs, but I'm maintaining a little distance.
Good. I let a little fart out just so it hits him in the
Trails
face.
behind.
Yeah, just a little one.
And I'm still waking up, so I start to yawn, and I just catch that right in the mouth.
So I guess this time, Rosemary, you get there first. So you're into the main office section, and as the rest of you trail behind, I assume you all eventually do. She shows you into the main office area, which is basically a open office sort of design, the tables lined up and the different workstations, and it does seem to have like a little bit of personalization and names by desks. So it's not like a floating desk situation where you're like going to have to fight for your very survival. But it does look like it's a mostly open office floor plan. The first door you pass, she stops briefly and says, later on when we want to take a break, this is our break room, unless anybody needs a cup of coffee or anything, and we can get started.
Yeah, I'll take a cup of coffee.
Oh, okay. Yes, let's start with coffee, shall we? Welcome to the Synovia family. And so then she will proceed to lead you into the break room.
Ooh.
So who is going into the break room?
I am.
I assume everybody.
I'm gonna like be cool and like hang on the corner of the door because I think I'm cool. You know, like
Okay.
kind of do the lean, like.
Oh, I see it now.
All right, yeah, we're all
I see the
coworkers.
office.
So in the break room, it's pretty typical. So there's a refrigerator in the corner and the sink with some like cutesy postings above them, if any. There are some vending machines in the far corner, and then there is a pretty elaborate pastry spread out across the counter with some fruit and some croissant and Danish and all sorts of stuff. And then there's the coffee maker and the coffee machine. So if you want to get anything, go for it.
Yeah, Ibis is gonna make a venti,
Something with a lot of milk.
I don't know, cappuccino. Yeah, a venti cappuccino with a lot of milk, and then he's gonna grab an apple, and he's after he's gonna just chug it really
Okay.
fast.
I come to a table
And it's-
and I
yeah.
I flip the chair around, and I do that front sit, and I'm like, is that an espresso machine? I'm asking in world and
Yeah.
out of world.
Yeah, we've got the espresso, we got the Keurig, we got the classic vending coffee over there. We try and appeal to all of our different members. If you want any details on anything, you can also ask. You can look around the room. You can
I look
do
at
whatever you want to do.
Look at Hadron. I'm like, espresso machine. I used to have a band once. I left that behind. Right.
Is there any yogurt? I'm asking is there any yogurt in this break room?
Yes, there's yogurt in like a bowl of ice out on the counter with a couple of flavors, but it's down to like just peach and the banana strawberry.
Great. Ibis, after he downs his coffee, is going to get a peach and a banana, rip those yolk plates open, and he's going to shotgun them.
Trish watches this with a formalized smile on her face that, while doesn't change, still manages to speak pretty comprehensively about her opinions on it.
And then, I'm going to throw my trash away responsibly. Is there recycling? He looks at Trish. He goes, is there recycling?
Well, of course. In fact, we try and have as close to a zero waste facility as we can manage.
Fantastic. Where can you show me where the recycling is? Sorry, I'm
Just under the counter there, the blue cabinet is the recycling bin, and the tan is standard trash.
great. And he goes and he rinses out his cups and he puts them in recycling.
I go over to
He is an
the
odd mix.
the espresso machine, which is I'm just gonna guess is conveniently located near the Keurig. And with my left hand, I pop a little espresso and I do the little thing with my right hand. I flip open the cup, I throw the cup in, and I put 2 glasses underneath, and then I bring one over to Rosemary. Boom. Or did she already get coffee? Did you already get coffee?
No, Rosemary wasn't going to get coffee.
She
because
was. Okay, good. I don't listen. This is good. I bring you a cup of coffee.
Rosemary is standing next to Trish, trying to be as inconspicuous as possible, but I do want to look around the room and notice everything.
Oh, okay.
All right. Roll perception or investigation if you're trying to do sort of a casual once over or really delve into something.
All right. I'll bring the coffee to the collider then, since I was trying to talk about it.
Okay, so the things you notice with a 8 in perception is, once again, HR has clearly tried to be cute and put some notices over the sink which does in fact have a pile of dishes in one side. And so, Hannah, you're going to get to look over this and decide whether or not to share it.
Well, should we all roll a perception check, like to see?
Well, you'd all notice it, but Hannah's the one who's aware of it.
I'm not convinced I'd noticed
Yeah,
it.
I can see it.
That's funny.
Wait, is that Sterling Archer? Okay.
This is HR's attempt to appeal to the youths. Or so you think. And you notice that the drink vending machine is definitely like those weird RC off-brands, but some stuff you've never necessarily heard of before.
Okay, thanks.
Anything else? Anybody want to do?
I have a question. Like, do I notice, I know I said yolk play because that was just me, as Sarah saying yolk play, but like, is it the same deal? Like the yogurts I grab are like not name brand, that they're like,
No, the yogurt the Keurig seems to be name brand. The yogurt seems to be name brand.
Sweet.
I noticed it as Jeffrey, but there's no way I'm noticing it. I didn't even know where Rosemary was standing. So like,
right, that's true.
I think I'm suppressing nerves on the job.
No,
All
Ibis
right.
is fine. Like Ibis doesn't really care about that. He just wanted coffee. So like Ibis is good.
Well then, let's continue. Now we could go straight through over here, and she gestures to the door over here. But I actually want to. I think we might be able to run into a special person out in the main. So we're going to go out the way we were originally headed first. So let's go back to the open office, and we'll continue on to the conference room for training. And so she's going to lead you all up to the north end of the room up here where she is.
Okay. Ibis is going to follow. But as I'm sauntering through the hallway, I would like to look down the hallway. Because the break room is one thing, but I want to notice the layout. I want to notice
Which hallway?
I don't know. The hallway I'm going down right now. I just want to are these, I'm assuming that these
The
like,
two boxes
lines,
are the elevators.
right, but like to the right, there's like these.
The little cubicles.
Yeah, I just kind of want to really look down and see who's working in these things, what's on their computers, like just a glance,
On that aisle, you see a lot of graphics programming, like creating the character art of things.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the normal, it's a very diverse weirdo assortment of millennial programmers and graphic design artists and things all sharing. It looks like, whenever you watch like a BuzzFeed video and they have the rest of their open office staff in the background just doing their real jobs, it looks very much like that. It's just that sort of collection of people working together.
Good. Am I allowed to walk through? Because I'd love to see what's going on the back half before I join the crowd. Just,
Yeah. The further you go up the aisle, the further they sort of, the accountants are in the back corner there, and they're just sort of doing their work and ignoring, the ones in the front clump over on this side were pretty chatty and talking as they're listening to music as they were working. And you're in the back area. It's more the accounting and the base programmers, and it's a bit more just like they're churning through numbers in that corner.
I hung back to steal several creamers while this is going on.
Okay. Write it down on your inventory sheet that you have several creamers.
Good. And so Ibis is going to walk all the way up and is going to stand a little bit behind Trish, just right there.
Well, as you pass everybody else, they all sort of do acknowledge the change in the wind as things go past them and try to continue to smile friendlily at you. And then Trish looks around and sees Rosemary and Hadron, and she's like, oh, we seem to have lost a few. And then her eyes widen right as Ibis walks up to her, and she goes, no, we've only lost one. Let's see. And she glances over her shoulder and nods at Ibis, and then
I'm just hanging back. I was just, remember, I was here the whole time. Sorry, I was just so enthralled. No, I'm playing it off. I saw that I had sleight of hand on my sheet, so I thought I'd go for it.
Well, when you're in an empty room, it's not quite as big a challenge.
If the instincts are there. All right, again, I'm a corner lurker, so boom, corner.
All right. Well, and I'm glad we made it here just in time. Let me introduce, and she gestures to the door behind her, and there is a very tall, lanky man. He has clearly just arrived. He's still like got his coat buttoned up, and she calls Mr. Threeman, and he turns around and he looks sort of surprised that you're all standing there, and he wavers a little bit and backs up to his door and says, hello. You must be the new team members. Welcome. I am Douglas Threeman, and I am very glad to have you as part of the team. Great job, everybody.
I snicker a little bit. I can't help it. I chuckle a little bit.
He glances over at you.
Sorry.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. You're very tall, and I just thought it would be really funny if you were three people in a coat, because your name is Threeman. I'm sorry. Just kidding. I used to try stand up.
I can see that you tried. Yes. So
I'm gonna take damage on that. Emotional damage.
He acknowledges Rosemary and says, "Nice to meet you as well, Miss."
Ibis is gonna look him in the face because Ibis is short, right? Like, didn't we say that Ibis is 5 foot or 4 foot?
He's on the shorter side.
Yeah, he's 4'4" or something like that, and it's really looking up and studying his face. He likes to people who are important. He likes to read and see sometimes how long they can stand him before they crack. That's how he kind of measures people of when do they freak out about the smell or not? It's kind of his marker.
Doug basically takes a back step as you approach him.
Weak man. Okay.
Nice. Does he say that out loud?
No, sorry. That's in my head.
Just making sure. Hello. Welcome to the team. Very nice to meet you.
Good. And so Ibis walks closer and extends his clammy hand to give a good shake.
Douglas takes a brief breath in, regrets that immediately, and then...
Right. And I'm going to say that Ibis does the Trump. He grabs the hand and pulls him in. And as he pulls him in, a little gas just comes out naturally. He goes, as he pulls him in, and he really he goes, "Thank you. Nice to meet you." And then lets him go.
Okay. And he rocks back as if struck almost. Trying to present as polite as he can on the front. But Trish, I'm going to leave them in your capable hands. It was nice to meet everybody. And he sort of fumbles behind himself for the doorknob, gets his door open, and almost swings his way out and around, and his feet are in the door and his head is trailing in behind him to get away from you people. And the door snaps closed. Well, so that is the genius that started it all, the one, the only Mr. Douglas Threeman. Well, we're going to continue in this way and start your orientation and training right this way.
Hey, while we're doing this, I feel like when I was looking at the character sheets and stuff, I know we're going places, but I feel like I'm just going to kind of go with the idea that I have a bunch of instincts about things, but I'm not actually good at any of it. So I've got intuition that I should be paying attention based on my stats and stuff, but I'm one of those people that I think I'm paying a bunch of attention. I'm just not. I think I'm super observant or whatever.
Can I let everyone go into the room and I kind of want to stand by Threeman's door, and do I hear anything through the door?
Roll a perception.
Sure,
13.
Okay.
So pressing your ear to the door, if you're actively making an effort to hear in once Trish has moved on. He was clearly had some people waiting for him. You hear a small business meeting get started through the door.
Anything important? Any topics? Anything?
With 13, you're not really able to catch a lot of words.
Okay.
You just hear that there are multiple voices conversing.
Can I hear his voice? How does his tone sound?
Relieved, but still a little shell-shocked about having to interact with people.
Okay. All right, that's cool. Then I go in the room where everyone is, and as I walk, I'm gonna stroll right past Keebler Elf, and I'm gonna just crop dust him a little bit, and I'm gonna go all the way over so I can stare him down.
Do not. Let me see my constitution. Let me see. I don't think I'm.
Fortunately, she doesn't have magic fart powers. She just has farts.
But it still informs. Like I see that as like a macrocosm that informs the little things, the microcosm of character. Constitution is terrible.
Okay, then you are probably more bothered by the stench than
I have an evolved palate.
All right, everybody. Well, like I said, my name is Trish. I'm from HR, and I am going to help get you oriented to the Threeman ways. But we are a video game company, so why settle for just Trish from HR here in person before you? We've got some great educational videos for you. So if everybody will take a seat, I'll start the videos.
I rub my eyes like, I hope I'm not in this. Oh, God. I did a lot of industrials. This episode of Nerdtime Chronicles is brought to you by 360 Arts Boulevard, a collective of independent creative professionals investing in ourselves together. Open to the public in early 2023. Join us on The Boulevard for shared online business services, e-commerce solutions, and community support. Find out more at 360artsblvd.com. That's 360artsboulevard.com. And we thank them for their support. This episode of Nerdtime Chronicles is also brought to you, as always, by Argo Novice, which is the studio that we all run. You can check out lots of stuff we do, including the 2023 5-Minute Film Festival, which is very cool, by visiting argonovice.tv. That's ARGONAVIS.tv. And of course, if you like this show, please remember to rate us on Apple Podcasts, subscribe to us in your favorite podcast app of choice, and if you don't like this show, then I encourage you to go to our website at assembler.fm and find a show that you do like. Thanks so much for listening. Back to the show.
And she clicks a few times on her computer, and a screen opens up, and it's the Threeman Industries and the Synovia logos, and this little, canned music plays, and then a picture of Trish appears on the wall, and she says, "Hi, I'm Trish from HR, and I'm going to help you get oriented in the Threeman Industries methodology." And the real Trish sort of sits down at the desk and starts doing some other work, and then gets these videos playing. She leaves the cursor on the play button area so the scrub bar never fades out. And it is, orientation, like how to pick up your parking pass. And because the scrub bar never fades out, you notice that it is scheduled for another 6 hours of video. I need everybody who had coffee.
I did.
I just made coffee.
Did you drink it?
Yeah, I made one for me. The strong one.
I had coffee and 2 yogurts and some broccoli that I brought from home.
I had an espresso. I tried to give the Keurig to the Collider, but I don't know if he took it.
Yeah, you tried to give it to me, but I don't drink coffee.
Well, I tried to give it to you, but then when I realized in universe that wouldn't work, I tried to give it to the Collider, and I don't know if he took it.
Oh, sure.
Okay, so if you actually drank coffee, I need you to roll wisdom with advantage.
A wisdom saving throw?
Wisdom savings throw.
Okay.
Ooh, okay, this is
0
fine.
on that anyway. Did mine roll?
Yeah, you got an 11. Hadron got a 14. Rosemary, I'm waiting on yours.
I didn't drink any coffee.
You
roll with disadvantage?
with disadvantage. Oh, no, just standard
normal.
roll.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. So, Hadron and Alanir, you start drifting off. You start watching this video, and your eyes glaze over, and you are nearly you're awake, but you are catatonically, basically you are just out.
Okay.
Ibis and Rosemary, you are pained, but manage to stay awake while this presentation is going on. What would you like to do?
Am I allowed to take out a snack?
Sure.
Okay.
I have several creamers in my pocket.
So Ibis reaches at he brings out his big lunch pail. That's where he got his broccoli out of, and he's going to bring out some broccoli, and he's hard-boiled some eggs, and he's going to just start eating some hard-boiled eggs and just shoving them in.
How long has the video been going at this point?
It seems forever, but it's been about 10 minutes.
Oh, Jesus.
I take out a notepad from my purse and a pen, and I start taking notes, but also doodling.
But you stay at the table?
Yes.
Yes.
Ibis is gonna get up and walk to Trish's desk, and I'm gonna nudge Hardin's chair a little bit as I walk by, just to kind of jostle him awake, not like meanly, but kind of like, you know, hey dude, I got your back, like, you know. Okay. And Ibis is gonna go to Trish and just, you know, he wants to ask her a question, so he's gonna say, I'm sorry, the coffee's getting to me. Where's the bathroom?
Yes. If you go back through the break room, you can get to the restrooms through there.
Cool.
And Hadron, you are shaken awake, or at least for the time being, because she nudged your chair.
Okay.
So if you want to take any actions, you may. But yeah, so she points back to the break room door.
I just did a soft palate snort when Ibis went by, but I didn't wake up. Just a...
Good.
The smell.
So I'm going back through the break room. So I can't go out and around and down, or can I go out and around and down if I want to?
You can do whatever you want.
Okay, good.
She has directed you to go to the break room.
Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the because I know I don't want to disrupt the movie, so I'm gonna go out this way because I'm imagining.
So she stops you as you try and go through the door. You can just go straight through the break room, and it's a much easier path.
And I'll be like, I know, but I'm a lot, and I would rather them have their concentration on the film. I can just, I know.
This is gonna be really bad.
I'm gonna go the long way.
Roll persuasion, he says. You can get away with a lot with bathroom stuff. No, I got it.
Right. Okay.
Ooh. Oh, you have a +3. Okay.
So it's a 17 or a 14 or what is it?
It's a 14 total.
Yeah.
She starts to object and sort of imagines the offense. And so she's like, oh, all right, but really, you got to go into the break room to get to the rest.
No, I will. I don't want to walk through everybody. I'm going to go to the break room. I remember where it is. It's past the elevators through the other door, and then I'll go there. Yeah. I got it. Thank you.
And do hurry back. You're missing lots of important information.
And then Ibis turns around and goes, Trish, you've been at the company for a long time, I think. I feel like I can ask you anything. It'll be okay. I'll be okay. I'm a good learner. I gotta go. If I don't go, everyone will regret. Everyone will regret.
You're right. Okay, go.
Good. Ibis is gonna go to the elevator.
Okay.
And it's just gonna go downstairs to the lobby to get some fresh air for a second.
Well, the lobby is on this floor. You've come straight in through the doorway, and all of the other floors of the building are key card only.
Oh damn! All right, fine. I guess I'll go to the break room.
Okay.
I don't actually have to go to the bathroom. I just can't watch that video anymore, so I don't want to be there. So wherever the bathroom is.
Let's come back to Ibis in a second. Anybody in the conference room want to do anything?
I mean, I'm asleep, so I'm...
You're asleep.
I got up way earlier than I'm used to for this. I'm usually, I'm trying to write songs, man. I don't know when I became a musician, but I think it's coming.
So if you're staying in the break room and watching the video, roll wisdom.
Again, it's so low. All right.
You're asleep. It doesn't matter. You're already enchanted.
So I don't have to roll anything, right?
If you're in the conference room and you're still keeping your eyes on the training video, roll wisdom.
I'm out, bro. It's not that he doesn't care, right?
Okay, so all of you are now asleep in the conference room, except Ibis in the break room. So we will jump back there. Ibis,
Yeah.
roll perception for me.
Okay. That's in my skills. Yes?
Yeah.
Yes. All right.
Okay. So you hear a scratching behind you.
Okay.
And when you turn, poking out of what appears to be the supply closet is a giant dog-sized ant.
All right.
Now here's what's going to happen. If you wish to engage it, let's see, you have a quarterstaff. So there is a broom in arm's reach that you could use as a weapon. That would use the same stats as your quarterstaff. And if you want to throw something, it can be like your javelin. And if you want to fart at it, you can fart at it.
Well,
But just
I fart when I get nervous, and he's surprised. I was not expecting to see an ant, so I think I'm gonna, because I have that fart that I can do no matter what, right?
Yeah, you have stink bubble already in this.
Yeah. So I've got stink bubble. So I'm gonna do stink bubble, and then I'm gonna just use my quarterstaff to one-handed, and I'm gonna bop it on the head.
Okay, so let's roll initiative between you and I. All right, so you're going first. So you can do. Actually, you're right. You can do both of those actions because stink bubble is a reaction, so you can do that anytime in your turn.
Right. So
anytime in a round, really.
Good. So I'm gonna stink bubble. So that's 1d4, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That was terrible. And which quarterstaff do I hit? Oh, two-handed, and I bop him out. Oh, I said one-handed, didn't I? Bop him on the head. So I do quarterstaff one-handed, 1d6 plus bludgeoning.
How was that terrible? You got 3 out of 4.
Yeah, but he's like 20 feet across the room, and it's a ranged attack that wouldn't reach.
So I got 20.
Okay, so that will hit the poor little dog ant, and you can now roll damage by clicking quarterstaff one-handed in the chat bubble.
I don't know.
It doesn't do
Jeffrey wants to know,
thing.
what if the ant is like a cute puppy?
What if he is? We'll never know.
I hit him for 1. It's a natural reaction when you see ants.
Is this fight like old man farting and kicking and grabbing things and whacking?
Yeah, pretty much. But like
it's
a young man.
It's like a weak raid attack. Okay, like if you, what do you think it is when you use raid on ants? It's the same damn thing.
Coffee cups.
So okay.
All right, so the ant is going to scurry to this far side of the room.
Scurry,
but that means it's too far away to attack right now. But it does potentially open up the path to the conference room if you want to do anything up there. And so that's going to be your turn again.
All right. Well, since it's scurried away, okay, maybe it's not bad. Look, no, but if something jumps out at you and you've your defense, his defense mechanism, he can't run, is to fight. So he farts and hits.
But we don't know this is Fantasyland.
Look, I didn't even hit him for that hard. It's like I just went, I slapped him on the wrist. Like I got one bludgeoning was like a slap on the fucking wrist. He's fucking fine.
Is Ibis like a veteran or anything? Does Ibis ever have any flashbacks or any reason, any drugs in his past why he might be like, I made this up, or?
I was cursed by a woman. That's enough.
And I will say that this ant is angry looking for an ant. It did move away, but it does not necessarily mean it. I'm not trying to give you the implication that.
Can I do like a nature check to see if if I notice anything about him or
Once he got clear of the broom swing, he is now slowly advancing on you.
All right, that's how it is then.
Wake up, Collider, we're fighting ants.
Hold on, I can't hear Hannah.
Would you ever have us roll initiative if it was not an enemy?
Ooh.
Unless
if you indicate that you are going to attack, you are starting combat, whether they are your friend, foe, or a lump of a sofa with a blanket wrapped over it that
Right
you
or
thought was a
wrong.
monster.
Right or wrong?
If you indicate that you are attacking, we will go into initiative.
Do I have a chance? Like, if he's in the corner, do I have a chance to go through straight through the doors to the conference room, or will he like lunge? Okay, because I think, look, shit's about to get real weird. If like people are dozing off and there's fucking ants in the building, like, I'm gonna wake up Hadrian, because like he seems like he's got his shit together.
Okay.
And I don't give a fuck about Keebler Butterfingers. So
So are you running you like calling through the door? Are you calling from where you are? Are you running all the way in?
one, Ibis doesn't need to run.
Are you moving towards the door?
Yeah, I mean, I'm walking with intention.
Alacrity.
Yeah, to the door. And is there a way that I can walk to the door to where Hadrian is, and kind of be like wake him up a bit?
Yeah. If you
Okay.
shake his shoulders, and
Yeah.
then Hadrian, you'll wake up.
Ugh.
Yo, don't freak out. There's a huge fucking ant in the break room, and I'm not talking like oh, this is the South, and it's like the size of a fucking husky. So like I don't know if this building's the place. I don't know how bad you need this job. I don't know. Things seem really fucking weird, man. I don't know. You want to fucking check it out? I don't know.
He'll stand up and look and say, Trish, I think you got an extermination problem in the
You
break
notice
room.
that she is not currently sitting up at that front desk. She has apparently stepped out while y'all were dozing.
Why do we
Oh,
never
okay.
see Trish and the ant in the same place at the same time? Is what I'd be thinking if I knew anything about what was going on at all. But I'm
And
asleep.
I would be like, you're fucking asleep. I'd be like, look, Trish seems real intense in a fake perky kind of way. And I don't know if there's a sign that says this is how you get ants, and then there's a big hand and they're trying to be cutesy about it. I don't know. I just come look at it with me. Just come. I need
Rosemary and
look at it.
Alan here, roll
me.
perception.
As in, will this wake us up?
Yeah, because he's getting pretty rowdy over there.
All right.
Hannah, Rosemary wakes up
What's that?
to hear
Right.
Ibis freaking out about ants in the break room.
Good.
What's going
Do-
on?
Okay, listen, Polly Pocket. There's an ant the size of a husky in the break room, and you guys have been asleep, and I think that's really weird that everyone's asleep. That
You
just
wake up.
seems that
Yeah.
seems really fucking weird. I expect that from Keebler Elf over here, but
No,
like,
Ren Fair. Hey,
hey,
how much longer
whatever-
on these videos, man?
what is your name? What's your name?
Alan?
Hey, Peabody, what's your name?
It's Alan.
Alan here.
All right,
The damn-
Peabody.
Oh,
Okay.
Buttercase.
well, there's your bug. It's coming in the door there.
Fuck. All right. See, this is why I said just. It's fine. It's fine.
Ah!
Oh my god. All right.
I thought you
What
were
is that?
exaggerating. I was gonna get a.
You should know something about me, Polly Pocket. I don't really exaggerate. I'm very direct.
Why are we so
So-
calm?
All right.
All right. Well, since it's walked through the door, I can't use like a nature or whatever. Like we're just fighting now. Like we're just.
No,
I'm
it is
still
coming
on
towards
the
you,
chair.
but if
I
you
am
wanna
on-
do
Top of the chair. Go ahead. Sorry.
I'm obviously still asleep.
Can I?
I'm
So
in my
can.
bed. This is a nightmare.
Oh,
This is
she's
my
that's
running for my first day of work nightmare. That's real.
That's good.
Pinching.
all right.
Okay, I'm gonna turn to Hadrian and be like, you know it's real, right? Like these two bozos. Look, I can't, but it's real. Do you want to help me, or am I just gonna deal with it myself? It's
All
up
right,
to you.
Val
I don't
Wolverine.
fucking-
Pick up a chick.
I'm
what?
taking off my shoe and I'm throwing my shoe at it.
All right.
Yeah, Hadrian-
roll. Okay.
I'm
Let's go
throwing
for
my
initiative
fear
for
at
anybody who's planning to do something.
Ah.
Okay.
That's me.
All right. Is there? Wait. Is there like a butter knife or anything on the?
Yes.
Okay. I
There's a
pick it up.
bagel station with a butter knife.
I pick up the butter knife with the intention of throwing it at its head. So I will roll initiative as well.
Wait, you said there's pastries on the table that we're
Yes.
sitting at.
Yes.
Is that like a whole basket?
Yes.
Can I take the whole basket of pastries and throw it at the ant? I want to see what happens when he eats the pastries.
All right, on your turn.
And I'm
Okay.
clearly going for the butter knife out of symbolism.
Rosemary,
was-
are you
I thought it was my turn.
joining initiative?
Yeah, I got a 4.
All right. So yes, Ibis, you have the first move. So you're picking up the basket of pastries
And I'm
and throwing them
throwing it.
towards or at.
Well, I'm throwing it like I want it to like land in front of him because I want to see I want to see what happens when he eats the pastries.
Okay. So you throw the pastry, the bagel station basket in front of the ant, and it feels down on him for a second, and then gets a few in its pincher, and runs back into the break room. Alanir,
Yes.
what are you doing?
This is all in 6 seconds, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna assume that I'm slow enough in those 6 seconds that I'm gonna throw the butter knife anyway. I'd like, if possible, that I didn't know he was gonna run out of the room and the pastries flew and then I just threw the butter knife like, ha!
Okay, well, to be fair, it was not his initiative to move, so technically you
okay.
still do have, within these 6 seconds, the opportunity. So roll your throwing dagger attack.
Okay. Foreshadowing. Storytelling. All right. Okay. All right, there. Got it.
And you've got advantage turned on, so
Oh, let
you
me
need to
turn it
make
off.
sure to turn that back off. But either of those would have hit, so we'll call it a win. All right, so you deal 6 points of damage to the ant, and it does a little anti-scream.
There's no way anyone thought I could do that, right? Come on. I've been a total
Hadron.
moron.
Hadron will pick up one of the chairs
Okay,
and kind of hold it by the bottom,
great. That's your
leg.
halberd for the time being.
the single leg, and he will just like go with the ant like it's like pushing it forward in the air like a broom with the chair to try to get it out of this room
More
and
of-
into the
More of like a lion tamer herding than trying to attack
that kind of thing. Yeah, not really
All right.
attacking it. Just I guess that would be a
Intimidation?
Yeah, that's what I was.
Oh, he's intimidated. He's got a butter knife in his ass.
13.
I'm going to say that intimidates an ant. So yes, you start to push it back into the break room, but you have to keep pace with it or it starts to turn back towards you.
That's fine. I've got enough move. I can do that.
Cool. That is the ant, and he's going to try and bite past the chair at Hadron. That's going to give him disadvantage. So he's going to roll a bite and take the worst. Does a 17 hit?
Yes.
All right. And
I was going to count if it was alright, I was going to count the chair as a shield. So
does it
just
still
kidding.
hit?
It would, yeah, because my AC is 15 with the shield.
Yeah. Yes, I think that works as well, but I won't roll with disadvantage if you're treating it as a shield, because otherwise it doubles up the stat.
Okay.
But take 2 damage, please.
Okay.
So the collider has
All
been
right.
bit. Is that correct?
Hadron has been bit for 2, but he is pushing the ant backwards into the other room. Rosemary?
Now I want to throw my little spiky high heel shoe at it.
All right.
Yeah.
So roll whatever I guess your javelin is pretty extreme, but go for it. I made the dumb rolls. Ooh, it like sinks into the door next to him, but does not strike the ant this particular time.
My Jimmy Choo.
All right, so you've now seen the ant bite back against somebody. 1 second. Ibis, what do you want to do?
So is the ant like has the ant gone through the door yet?
Yeah, I think Ant and Hadron have made it through the door for mechanical sake at this point, so you would have to pursue them a little bit to go catch up and throw something or hit them.
Okay, so I will go through the door as well, and I'll stand next to Hadron, and I will I'm still close enough for stink bubble, right?
Now
Yes.
you're close enough to do stink bubble, yeah.
All right, so I'm doing stink bubble, and then I'll also do a dart. I'll just throw a dart at between his eyes.
Okay.
So I roll 1d4 and then throw.
So the dart hits.
Yeah.
Okay.
So roll damage. All right. The ant drops dead.
Ooh.
But you hear scratching at the door behind you.
Oh, fuck.
All right. So now we're on to ant 2.
Well, they're in my stink bubble too now, right? So.
But you cast it already for your reaction, so you have to wait till your next round.
Fuck.
Sorry.
Am I allowed to grab the dart out of his head?
Sure.
Okay.
And you probably you have a little bit of movement left if you want to retreat a bit.
Yeah, I'll.
You can't make it all the way to the far side of the room, but I'll let you go.
Can I
further.
step over the dead ant and put the dead ant between me and the real
Sure.
ant? Cool.
Hadron will say, find something to block the damn door.
The okay.
Pantry door. Closet door.
Alanir, you're up next. You've heard Hadron shout to block the door.
Okay, I heard him shout to block the door. And could we say that I've over dramatically stepped onto the top of the table and I've picked up the fork and spoon that I assume were next to the knife on the way, and I'm like Wolverine, I'm just waiting for what to do when I hear him? Is that free, or does that cost me something?
That is free-ish. I mean, you used part of your movement to get
That's
up
fine.
there, but you have enough to get to the break room.
Okay, I will pay whatever toll it has me to do that. So I'm still in the break room, is that right? Am I on the table, or am I in the...
You're in the conference room.
Just like I was.
You have
on the
enough
top
movement to get to the break room if you want to.
He needs me to block the door. Okay. So can I spend my time to grab chairs and push them to the door? Or which door am I blocking? Which
Sure.
door? I hope I'm doing the right one. Who
Well,
cares?
he shouted,
He just said block the door. So I'm going to block this door.
Okay, so you're blocking the conference room door, limiting their escape
And I yell at Rosemary, let's grab chairs. Yeah.
Okay, so
there.
you're stacking chairs in front of the door.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, boom, boom. Yeah.
Hadron.
Like in my old, when I used to tear down the cafe at night after gigs, because they wouldn't pay me. All right.
Hadron, what are you doing?
It's kind of second verse same as the first. I'm going to try to move up with the chair and use it as a shield to keep that thing trapped in the corner.
Okay.
I guess that would be I just saw this last night. There's a certain kind of attack that's...
A shield bash?
Maybe?
Are you trying to pin it? Are you trying to...
Just pin it or knock it down or something.
All right. Roll strength.
Okay.
Or athletics, whichever.
It's the same currently, so...
Nice.
16.
So you have got it pinned against the door, and it is stuck there.
Okay.
Which gives it really the option of attacking you.
Okay.
So we'll do a bite, and it tries to bite you, but it cannot get around your chair shield this time.
Okay. Awesome.
Rosemary.
I want to use my turn to sprint out of the conference room into the main office space and through the other door of the...
Okay. I'm going to allow that to be one full dash action. I don't care what the actual measurement is.
I love that Rosemary's outside of everything, like the SUV, everyone. She's going around. This is cool.
And I kicked off my other shoe, so now I'm just in my stocking feet.
How tall are you now?
5.
I was going to say, there has to be enough of a heel that it was a weapon last time, so...
It was a 1-inch heel.
All right, Ibis, back to you.
Cool.
So behind the pinned ant, another one is scrambling to get out of the door behind it. So you now have 2 ants kind of pinned in the corner.
Okay.
But it is Ibis's turn.
Which box is the refrigerator?
The gray one down here.
I feel like if I use the refrigerator to block where the ants are coming through, we can stop them from coming out.
There's there are vending machines right here.
Oh shit, yeah, that works.
Mage hand can lift 10 pounds.
Yeah.
So if you were
What?
planning to shove it across the floor with your mage hand,
No, could if my physical, could I scooch it? Like not pick it up, but could I slide it across the floor?
yes.
With
Roll.
mage?
No.
Oh.
You can move 10 pounds with mage hand.
But like strength-wise, I could like me
You,
personally.
Ibis, could lean into a vending machine and try and shove it to the side.
Use that weight to your advantage.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try to move the vending machine to block where the ants are coming through.
Okay. Roll strength.
Okay. And stink bubble's still going off. Let me find strength.
Can I ask a story question while she's looking?
Sure.
Or a world question? So I get how Stink
Yeah.
Bomb would work because she's just stinky. But if she were to cast Mage Hand, let's just say, in the universe that we exist in right now, what would
She doesn't
that
have mage
actually-
hand currently,
Oh, okay. Okay.
which is a different issue. But
understood.
thank you for reminding me.
But we're just sort of in the regular world right now, right? So
Right
anything
now,
we
we're
do
as
that is special is cheated or faked somehow.
yeah.
Okay.
And I'm
Yep.
trying to be fun about it, but
Yep.
fair.
It's good.
Okay.
It's good.
Okay, you lean into the vending machine, and it wobbles a little bit and falls right back into place. But you're lucky it wasn't a crit fail.
Okay. Yeah. So.
Nope, that was your action.
All right.
It was an unsuccessful action, but you
Yep.
okay. So Alan, you're in a low room.
yours.
You're alone in a room.
But it's mine.
but
It's my
yours.
action. There are many actions like this, but this one is mine. Go ahead.
You're alone in a room. There are chairs piled in front of the door, and you hear
Yeah.
people. You hear a big thump,
Yeah.
like a scrape and a thump, and sort of a weeble wobble,
Yeah.
500-pound weeble wobble sound.
Okay. All right. Okay.
What do you do?
All right. I have to decide now if my character is actually brave or if it's just for show. And I'm looking to my character sheet for clues, even though I know it's not a trait that's explicitly said. So, okay. I have no wisdom.
Well, that would imply that you would run.
So that implies I
headlong
would
into
run
danger.
into danger, but I might not know how. Although it would have some clue because I have a tiny bit of intelligence. You know what? I think. Okay. All right. Now this door is. You know what? This door's good, right? Like I've barricaded the door. I think I've used my 1 point of whatever of intelligence or whatever I've got to have stacked up the
It's
chairs.
a very well barricaded door.
Right. So that's good, right? There are people yelling, and there's only one way for me to get where they are, which means I saw where Rosemary went, so I'm gonna have to go out the same door she went,
Okay.
and I'll go as
You can
fast
use
as
a
I
full
can.
dash
But I don't
action.
know what that is, so okay, I can use a full dash.
By the way, I
So
don't know if
basically-
anyone-
So I can move how many?
You can get to the break room in one action, but it will take your action. All you get to
That's
do this
fine.
turn is move.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. But that's I think story-wise, that's the way to go. So I will
Great.
I will put myself
ask-
at the door.
Can I ask for a perception roll from Alanir as he's going through the big work cubicle area out there to see if he notices anything about? Is anybody out there
yeah,
seeing
that's a good
anything?
question. Is there anybody out there? Wouldn't I be yelling,
Yeah.
ants, giant ants?
They all just sort of look at you, and the designer who's working on the giant ant page goes, "Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate it."
All right. Wait a minute. Okay, let me check. Wait a minute. While Scott's gone to something, because while I'm still running, let me look at my charisma real quick. I used to be an entertainer, but I think my charisma is actually real shitty, isn't it? Because I think.
Well, that's why you used to be an entertainer.
Okay. What I want to do. Okay. If I can, I'm sorry. I don't want to screw up my turn. But and if this takes an extra turn, that's fine. But while I'm running to the thing, can I try to stop to rally the troops? And it can be totally unsuccessful, just like you said. And I can just be at the door. I don't need to roll for it. I could totally unsuccessful. But
Yeah, you can roll me a persuasion with disadvantage because you sound like a crazy person.
sure. Ants, lots of ants. And persuasion is right there.
All right. So a couple of people do look up, and they one closest to you is like, well, I mean, you got to do your own dishes, man. If you got the ants in the break room, then it's your responsibility to get them out.
My responsibility. You're right. And I run to the door.
All right. You'll be able to enter in the next
That's fine.
round.
Yeah, sure. Sorry, Scott. I didn't mean to step on it. It's just you had a great...
No, I didn't know what might be going on out there.
I just forgot there were
That's why I was asking. That's why I was asking for a check.
Yeah, that was a good call. Hadron, you are pinning an ant to the door. You can maintain that, or you can retreat, or you can do something clever that I haven't thought of, but you have.
I'm going to try that shove action again, honestly. Just an athletics check, right? So
with disadvantage, there are now 2 ants trying to press past you.
Okay, that's fine. Oh, shit. I could not have rolled worse.
All right, so Hadron, you are knocked prone by this shepherd-sized ant, and so you are laying on your back a little further back from where you were.
Okay.
And the ants advance, and one's gonna go to Hadron, and one's gonna go towards Ibis and do bite attacks.
The coworkers that I don't know yet.
They can get through that.
But I care for her greatly.
We're bonding right now.
Oh, they both miss, so you're fine.
Hey.
All right, Rosemary.
So,
go ahead.
we have little cafe chairs in the break room, right?
Yes.
I pick up a cafe chair and I bludgeon the ant that's near Ibis.
Okay, roll your attack.
Is that my hammer?
Yes.
Vicious Warhammer, aka cafe chair.
It does not hit. No, it does not hit.
Dang.
Ibis.
Hannah, you've also got to move at. You can still move if you want to after your attack, if that's something you want to do.
Oh. Can I run over to the coffee machine? Do any
Sure.
of the coffee makers have a thing of hot coffee ready to go?
Yes, they
I did
do.
run the espresso
Of course
machine.
they do.
Okay, so I run over to one that I can see that has hot coffee.
Great.
And so I grab it and I'm waiting.
Question.
Yes.
In the break room, because there's
Yes.
breakfasty items, is there grits? Like instant grits?
Not out on the counter. You could check the cupboards, but it's not.
It's not
Well,
like
yes, there is an envelope of instant grits. What are you doing with this shit?
I'll be right
It's
back.
by, on the coffee machine, there's like the hot water spout.
yeah,
There's like hot chocolate pouches and grits and oatmeal and things by that.
right. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna walk over to the thing, wherever the grits is,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna take the pack and I'm gonna open it and I'm gonna sprinkle it on the two ants.
Because they're gonna eat it and it will expand in their stomachs and kill them.
Yo, look, we're still in the South.
They're so much bigger.
It'll still
All right.
expand.
The ants are now covered in grits.
Do they just eat it? Like, do they just, with their little pictures, just like,
They're poking it with the antenna first to try and figure out what's just happened to them.
Does it not get in their eyes? Do they not get blinded?
If you want to try and blind them, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna roll a ant saving throw
Well, you're technically saving from grits on behalf of you.
for Constitution.
Because like if there's more than
yes.
one pack, I'm gonna throw all the
The ants
packets
the ants are blinded with grit in their eyes.
Yes. Okay, great. Is that my action? Is that like I can't do anything else?
That's it. You did it. Yep. You get one thing. 6 seconds.
Great. Blinded.
Alanier.
Is the office door, the break room door, already open, or do I have to kick it in dramatically? Or does that?
Rosemary, did you leave the door open or close it behind you?
I left it open.
Great.
You could reach in, close it, and then kick it.
Well, I don't want to waste an action. But whatever you decide. But I think okay. I don't know if I can do this or not.
You can
what
kick
I want to
it
do
as you pass it anyway.
Okay, fine. the door open, right? And I want to be in the door, and I want to look at the ants, and I want to hold the fork and the spoon that I have, which I don't know what the spoon's going to do. And I want to throw them. Oh, God. This is going to be really hard. Can I throw them both, or is that like a separate thing? Can I throw both at one, or can I throw, you know what I mean?
You can throw one at each. The second one, because you don't yet have two weapon fighting,
It's okay.
will
Foreshadowing.
be an offhand. What? I don't know. You took the class.
I'm foreshadowing.
Yes. Oh, you're foreshadowing. I thought you were accusing me of.
No,
spoiling
I'm
something.
foreshadowing. That's why I'm getting and I'm throwing things. Okay, I'm going to try it then. I know that one is offhand. I'll get disadvantage or whatever. So that can be the spoon, I guess. And I'm in the door, and I go, and as I throw each one, I go, my responsibility! Because I'm inspired from my coworkers outside. And so
Okay.
I've thrown them.
So roll your dagger twice.
Okay. But does one need to be disadvantaged or what?
Yeah, roll one with disadvantage. Let's see what happens.
I mean, all right. So this is the normal one.
Okay.
And then this is the disadvantage one.
So the fork leaves your hand, but you release it too late, and it throws straight down into your own foot.
So it's my responsibility. Ah!
The spoon, however, flies across the room and roll a 1d6.
The spoon? This is good. More foreshadowing.
The dice tell a story.
More foreshadowing. This is good. All right.
So rather than clicking the dagger, if you'll just roll me a raw 1d6, please. Yeah. All right. And so the spoon does manage to do some damage.
Wow.
And the fork...
I should take damage. I should pay for what I've done. It should be fair.
Okay, take
How do I
2
do that?
damage.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Hadron, you're prone, but you can get up with your movement. Half your movement.
Yeah, I'll stand up with my movement. I will pick up the chair and just try to that I'm assuming is next to me.
Yeah.
And just try to bash the ant in front of me.
Okay, give me an attack roll. Either one of those would have hit, so we'll take them.
Okay.
So roll damage. Oh,
Ooh.
my.
How's that ant looking, by the way?
The ant directly in front of you is bloodied. The other ant looks fine.
Okay.
All right, so you begin to hear scratching behind the door of the cupboard, and I'm going to remind you, in D&D, it is okay to retreat. That is a valid strategy if you're feeling overwhelmed. This door, while your characters don't know it, is blocked, but you're welcome to utilize it. But you also have these 2 doors out here. So the ants are going to take their bite attacks. This one is against Hadron. That does not hit, I assume. And this one is going to continue to pursue Ibis. So, Ibis, what is your armor class?
11.
Okay. So you are going to take 2 points of damage. Rosemary.
I want to dump boiling coffee on
Yes.
the ant closest to me.
All right. Roll a 1d20.
And I scream everybody out of the way.
Oh, that's considerate of you.
I don't want to burn it.
I'm going to say that hits.
Yeah.
Roll a d8. Oh my.
Let me ask you this, Aaron. Is this a scenario where we're just going to have millions of ants and you would encourage us to maybe move on with our lives? Or is this worth picking up another day?
There are not a million ants. There are strategies you can employ to not fight the stream of ants. I seem to have not prompted you well to go down the path that I was envisioning, but we'll find out what happens next. Bye.